Hi, Andrea. I'm good. How are you? Yes, this is a good time. Okay. Okay, great. N- Yes, that's correct. No, I'm a United States citizen. Yes, but after I was researching everything, I kind of changed my mind. The Spring Advantage is my number one choice now. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, that is. Yes, I have. Actually, I've never really had any big challenges with my roommates. Only like somebody leaving their food on the kitchen table or dishes not being washed, but that's very minor. So I've, but if there was a challenge, I would just probably discuss it very civilly and try and make a change and not try and fight. That would just be a lose lose situation for everybody. Hmm. Yes, that's correct. I definitely feel like Disney on any resume would be just an amazing thing to have because the Disney company is just so successful and it's world known. And I'm very interested in having a future with Disney. So that would also look really good on a resume. And just the fact that Disney is just such a successful company, I want to know how Disney does it. So it would just, for me to learn success from them, would just be a great opportunity. Yes. Well, when I was, I think, a freshman in high school, I helped out my gymnastics school. I worked with little kids, like the level fours and level fives, and I helped coach them. And then for volunteering, I was in Girl Scouts from, um, I think, preschool until my senior year in high school. So we did a lot of volunteering, especially with little kids as well. We would organize things for the little Girl Scouts, like the brownies and stuff, and we would have like sleepovers and everything. So yeah. Work experience. I think my favorite job is the one I currently hold now. I work at a theme park. I work at Hershey Park, and we're a picture company in there, and we take pictures with the guests and everything, like with characters, and we sell pictures from the rides. And I just think it's a really fun experience just to meet all the guests from around the world because there's some people there who are from China, people there from Europe. It's just really fun to meet all the guests. I think the most challenging is when there are international guests, the language barrier, because it's hard to, you know, it's hard to interact with them sometimes, but I try and make it work. I've never had any really bad problems with that. Well, one time we have this in Chocolate World. There is this attraction called Create Your Own Candy Bar, and that is the most popular. And that broke down, and there were two tour groups of 30 people that were supposed to go through. So they brought them up to our picture company, and we had to take pictures of each individual person and edit the picture, and then put it and wrap their picture around a candy bar. And that was pretty challenging because we had 60 people that we had to do in a day, and I had to stay overtime, but we had a system worked out, and by the second group we had it all worked out, and it didn't take as long as we thought it would. But it was pretty challenging because we had to have those 60 people all organized, and the other guests that wanted their picture on a candy bar taken care of as well. Mhm. Well, I actually handled that at the job at Hershey Park. Sometimes you would have a job where you would be at the sales desk for like a week straight, and you have to basically say the same speech over and over again, like, "Oh, do you like your picture? This is the price for the 5x7. This is the price for a keychain," and it really didn't bother me that much. I was just so used to saying all the stuff that I have. It doesn't bother me. I'd be fine with that. Mhm. I would definitely put the guests first because it's just you wanna put the guests first and have them accommodated before you do before you do things that aren't, I can't really think of the words now, but just before you do things that aren't related to the guests. So definitely just put the guests first. I don't really have a preference, but if I had to choose, I would have to say I would rather work in a group just because I like to get to know my coworkers, and sometimes if you work in a group, a you would get tasks done more efficiently. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yes, I have read it. I looked over it. Yes, I do. No, I don't have any tattoos. I have normal earlobe piercings, and then I have a cartilage piercing. The cartilage is on my left, and then I have one on my right ear. So I have two. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Yes, definitely. I do have a driver's license, and yes, I'm comfortable with doing that. No, I would not. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. I did. I did read up on it, and I was thinking about going, and yeah, yeah, I would want to audition. I was looking at Philadelphia, but the only thing would be I would have to skip my classes, so I might go to New York as well. It's, yeah, yeah. Okay. 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 I have not been a lifeguard before, but I can swim and I've been through swimming tests before. So, yeah. Mhm. I have, I mean, only like in schools have I made speeches, but that would be fine. I would be comfortable with that. Um, there was this one time where this woman, this guest came up to me and she asked me for a map. And sometimes we carry maps behind our counter, but sometimes we don't because we don't get supplied by them. We just get them if somebody leaves them there. And we didn't have one, and I told her I can go get one for you. There's also some at the front desk, and she was just very upset because we didn't have any maps. And I tried to go and get a map for her so she could stay there because she said she wanted to be with her kids, but then she just stormed off. But I tried to do the best that I could for her. I offered to go get her a map. I told her where the maps were, and then when she left, I said, "I'm sorry I couldn't help you, but have a great day." And I just try to accommodate the guests as best as possible. Well, sometimes we have a promo going on where if you buy $30 worth of photos before sales tax, you get a free digital download of your photo with your purchase. And sometimes, like if a guest buys two 5x7s, it's a little over $30, but that's before tax. And sometimes they'll come up to me and say, "Well, why didn't I get my free download?" And I'll try to explain to them like it's before tax. And then if they get really defensive and they want to speak to a manager, I just say, "You know what? It's not that big of a deal. It's only 2 cents. You can have the free download." And that's what our managers told us to do. If anybody's that unhappy about it, then we can just give them the free download. Uh, yes, a lot of people always come up to me and they ask, like, what good restaurants are good around in the Hershey area, and it's kind of difficult to get out of the parking lot, but I usually just draw them a diagram, or if they have a map, I point out on the map where to go, and I draw it out, and they always seem very happy and they always understand what I'm saying. Um, yes, we use the Nikon D5000 at our job, and we use that to take photos of children and guests with the Hershey characters, like the Hershey bar and the Reese and the Hershey Kiss. So I'm used to doing that. And then we use the same camera, the Nikon, we take green screen photos. So we'll have the guests positioned in front of the green screen and then pose some sort of way. So whenever we take it, sometimes like they'll be falling kisses and they'll be able to catch the Hershey Kisses. So I'm used to positioning people, in a certain way to make a picture look really well and stuff like that. Yes, I am. I think I'm most qualified for, I think I'm like equally qualified for two. I think I'm most qualified for the Photopass photographer just because I am used to working with cameras and used to, talking to guests about how to position themselves in the picture as well as just taking pictures and interacting with guests in that way. And then I'm also, sorry, I've also been at that company for over 3 years, so I have a lot of experience with that. And then also, um, I feel like I would be qualified for the Bippity Boppity Boutique because I have a lot of interest in hair and makeup, and for a while I actually considered a career in cosmetology. And also, I have a lot of experience with kids because of my Girl Scouts and interacting with the little girls whenever we would do our little Girl Scout camps. hmm I think I would just, maybe get down on my knees and talk to her at her level and say, like, "Hi, princess, how are you today?" Ask her her name and call her, say her name was Anna. I'd call her, "Hi, Princess Anna. Who's your favorite princess?" And then she would tell me, and then I would say, "Oh, well, would you like to look at that princess? Because I can use a little pixie dust and magically transform you into her and just make her feel as relaxed as possible and welcoming." Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Yes, I have a few questions. I was wondering how the classes worked, if they're mandatory or optional, and about how much time do they take up, because I'm considering taking a class if I'll get selected. Oh, I was considering taking a class if I would get selected for the internship. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And also, I had I know I had put on my application for Disney World and California. Is there a way to put a preference in for one of them, or did? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 Yeah, I want to know how you got started with Disney. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yes. Nope, I think that's it, Andrea. I hope you have a magical evening as well. Thank you. Bye.